We're just days away from the NFL season getting underway. The Colts open up at home on Sunday. Happy Labor Day evening to you. I'm Scott. We'll get with Angela in a moment. We're going to find out about the weather that we're going to be expecting over the next several days across Indianapolis. Get your plans all ready. I have a feeling you're going to like the weekend forecast as we already begin looking toward the weekend. Let us know where you're watching Facebook Live tonight. Give us the city. Let us know how your weekend was. Did you grill out tonight? Did you have a fun weekend? Did you have to work today? Did you have to, or were you just able to relax? Hopefully that was the plan for you. Coming up in a few minutes, friend of the show, Lauren Kostick, will be along. Her show and her story tonight will be talking about this possibility of a twindemic. This idea that we may end up seeing flu cases and COVID cases. We're going to talk about when you should get a flu shot and how that corresponds to your COVID vaccination. All to come here on Facebook Live. So it's great to be with you. Let's start tonight with Angela. Let me first ask you about the weekend. How'd the weekend go for you? I know your dad had a birthday.
Dad had a birthday. They spent his birthday in Atlantic City. They saw Toby Keith.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do for his birthday.
That's a good night.
You know, when you're 73, you're allowed to do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want when you're 73.
But they had a great time and they're back home safely. So
and your Boilermakers won their first game?
That was a great game.
Yeah, pretty nice.
It was a really great game.
Yeah.
And you had some family time.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting at the Swan
Grandpa.
House. First time that we've had all three grandkids at the house at one time.
That's so fun.
Yeah, so it was really cool. So 6-month-old granddaughter and then 11-week-old baby boys. They are identical twins, so they were out with their mom and dad from Colorado. So we had cribs all over the place. We had diapers, dirty
toys.
You ought to see the trash.
Oh, I can't imagine.
I mean, I need the trash to come tomorrow in a big way. But we had such a great time, and the weather up until Saturday late afternoon when we had some people over so they could go ahead and see the babies was fantastic for the weekend.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure people thought, oh, this is how we're starting the Labor Day weekend, because it was a little soggy. Saturday afternoon through Saturday night, but boy, we turned things around with some sunshine. And, you know, kudos to your son and daughter-in-law traveling with 11-week-old
Tell
twins.
me about it.
So kudos to them. You know, it's important to see family, you know, and especially when you don't live, you know, around the corner. So well done to them.
Yeah, it was great having him in town. And you mentioned a little blip on the radar tonight.
Yeah, we had a couple showers. I was telling Scott last night when I worked, it was one of the hardest forecasts to explain because obviously today was going to be full of sunshine. It was going to be warm, but we had to include the chance for a stray shower. And right at 4 o'clock, we had a couple pop up. What you see for the most part is ground clutter. We get a lot of that this time of year and this time of night, but there are a few showers in the eastern part of the state near Winchester. And, you know, you hated to include a chance for a couple showers, but we thought we would have a few pop up, but most of the area was dry and sunny and warm. Mid-80s this afternoon, and it was just this thin line of a couple of showers that impacted a few parts of our area this evening. Those come to an end overnight, and we've got another sunny day on the way for tomorrow, but also another line of storms. This one looks to hold together as it moves from north to south across the state and could have a few wind gusts with the line tomorrow night as we are under the risk for severe weather, mainly across the northern half of the state. Lots of sunshine tomorrow, 60s in the morning, near 80 at noon, highs mid-80s. So nothing on the radar until after 4 o'clock, looks to be closer to 7 with the line arriving, and the earlier the line arrives to you, the better chance for a few severe wind gusts, and that would be mainly across the northern part of the state. That's 7 p.m. This is 11 o'clock tomorrow night, so it should start to weaken as we lose daytime heating, and then maybe a lingering shower about midnight, 1 a.m., and then it's out of here, and we're back into some sunshine. In fact, a sunny stretch in that 7-day forecast. I hate to talk about the weekend on a Monday because you never want to, you know, fast forward time.
Of course,
never want to fast forward time. But I think it's okay to sneak peek the weekend and letting you know mid-80s with sunshine is what we've got now.
Nice. Teresa is watching with us tonight. Monica from Lafayette. Karen Cartwright says, love to see what Angela is wearing. She knows how to dress. Always looks so pretty. So that's Karen.
That's so nice. Although I did post on social media, Anne Marie and I have the exact same dress in the exact same color. And so she was off today. I'm like, this is a perfect day to wear it. But I think I already wore it a couple weeks ago. because the tags weren't on it, and it's relatively new. And I try to space out my stuff, so you won't see this until spring.
Yeah.
I think I've worn it twice
you
in
said
a couple
the tags
weeks.
were on it. Did you mean?
No, they were not on.
Oh, they were not on.
So I'd already
okay.
taken them off, and so as I'm getting ready to put it on today, I'm like,
I think
did I wear this recently? Because it's relatively new.
Right.
But so if you're wondering, I'm not losing my mind.
There you go. All right. Joni joining us tonight from Logansport. Christine is with us. Glenn is with us. Ralph is with us from Alabama tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, Roll Tide.
Well, they had a big win.
They had a big win. Yeah,
man, oh
down
man,
there.
they were comparing quarterbacks, their last 3 quarterbacks, and
Right.
the 2 they have already playing in the NFL, and this new one.
Yeah,
and
who looked good.
Looked better than the 2
Right.
that are playing in the NFL
Right.
on his first start. So.
We are your Alabama station.
Well, we have to. Well, Taylor, she's from around down there.
Oh, Taylor Tannenbaum. Well, you know, she's a Florida State fan.
Right. So. Okay.
And you saw what happened against Notre Dame.
Yeah, that was rough.
Poor Taylor, I think, had a rough night last night. So anyway, so Jacqueline is with us. Charlotte is with us tonight. Zach, Jacqueline. Jacqueline wants to know, is the storm dangerous tomorrow?
Could have some strong wind gusts, mainly far northern part of the state. So we'll just wait and see how it holds together. I think by the time it gets down to us, it will be weakening. Right. But if you're anywhere Lafayette, Peru, Kokomo, Marion, Hartford City north, maybe a damaging wind gust.
Okay. We'll get back with Angela coming up in a couple of minutes to talk about the weather as we move toward the weekend. Again, next weekend looks pretty nice. But let's go ahead and turn our attention now to our big story of the evening. We bring in Lauren Kostick, friend of the show, joining us from home tonight. Lauren, it's good to see you. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good. I went to a wedding in Hilton Head. So
nice.
Came back here. It's a little cooler, less humidity. So no complaints.
Yeah, South Carolina this time of year, boy, it can get pretty steamy down there.
Right. It's beautiful, though.
Yeah, you bet. All right, so tell us about your story. You're working on this, you know, doctors being concerned about a potential twindemic. You know, we heard this same kind of conversation last year. I think it was, you know, as we were heading into the winter, we were hearing the same kind of thing. But what are the concerns that doctors are raising tonight?
Well, exactly. Last year ended up being one of the mildest flu seasons on record. But what's different about this year is that we don't have a lot of those restrictions or mask mandates in place. So that's why experts and doctors are warning about this potential twindemic, or 2 pandemics at once. So, you know, and the other thing too is they brought up, we've been seeing a lot of RSV cases among children. So that's also could be an indicator of what we could see come fall and winter. So I spoke with an expert from Regan Street Institute to kind of break down the numbers. Of course, we're not seeing too many flu cases right now. It's about a 2% positivity rate, but that could change as we get into the later months. So coming up later at 11, I'm going to break down what you need to do to protect yourself. And I think a lot of us know what to do since we've been doing it for about a year and a half. And also our verified team will look at if you can get the flu shot and COVID shot at the same time, which I know Walgreens, CVS, I'm already getting emails about my flu shot. So we'll break that all down in about an hour or so.
Okay, very good. We look forward to your story. And before we say goodbye to you, because we know you're still finishing up editing and writing, where are your dogs and how are they doing? Murphy and Milo.
They are good. So here, I got to get the treats to wake them up. They're actually under me. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if they'll get up. So my boyfriend actually just took them to get a pup cup at Brick's downtown in Broad Ripple. So they're a little tired. They had some ice cream. Here they come. Here they come.
All right, so that's Murphy. That's Murphy there, and there's Milo. Okay, there we go. You got both of them there.
They're tired. Can you tell?
Yeah, the 2 most popular pups on our Facebook Live, and it's great to see both of them. They both look happy. And has Milo dropped a couple of pounds that you were trying? You had him on a diet, right?
He did. He dropped 1 pound, but he might have just ate that with his pup cup, which they give him a whipped cream in a bowl, and then at Rick's ice cream they actually put peanut butter on top of it. So
there you go.
He gained it back.
You know, the the regulars here on Facebook Live know that Milo loves the peanut butter and will eat that up a lot, but sounds like if he's got that ice cream tonight, he may need to get his steps tomorrow.
Right? I think he's too tired. He won't even jump up for the treat anymore. It's just Murphy. He's like, I'll take Milo's. Here he comes. There you go, Milo.
Well, Glenn Wright.
Scott and Angela.
Oh, well, they look so cute. Well, Glenn Wright, one of our Facebook friends, saying, good evening, your dog Milo and Murphy tonight. And Zach saying, I love that dog name. So you've got lots of viewers tonight watching Milo and Murphy. And Lawrence, always great to see you, my friend. We'll see you tonight at 11 with our big story.
Thank you.
All right, very good. All right, let's talk a little Colts football because the Colts, they won all their games during the preseason, but I think a lot of us know that really the preseason doesn't mean a lot. You want to see your players, see how they perform, and it's all about the regular season, which gets underway this week. And so our Taylor Tannenbaum was at the actually the first practice as the team gets ready for Seattle on Sunday. Here's Taylor.
No rest for the Colts on this Labor Day. Coming off a 3-day weekend, the team was back out on the practice field today at the complex as they get ready for the season opener against the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday. We have waited 8 long months, guys, for week 1, and it is finally here. Today was a light and short day of work. Quarterback Carson Wentz was back out there and moving well. With so much time missed between his foot surgery and spending nearly all of last week on the COVID list, this week is critical for the quarterback and his comeback.
Yeah, positive weekend, positive today, so we'll just keep taking it a day at a time.
He's looked good. I mean, throwing the ball well. He looks like doesn't look like he's missed anything. He's in control of all the checks, and he looks like he knows what he's doing out there, so I'm super excited to watch him.
So barring any setbacks, expect to see number 2 under center on Sunday. The Colts have 3 more practices here at the complex this week with all their focus now on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Taylor doing a great job out there at the Colts complex. Did you draft a fantasy football league team again this year?
No, I was off the hook this year. If you remember last year, I had to do it because Mark's dad dropped out, so I had to take his spot. And no, I did not.
So what, they kick you to the curb?
No,
they won't let you in the league?
He offered to let me have the spot again, but it's kind of stressful.
Takes a lot of work.
Yeah, and I don't really know that much. I mean, I know just enough to be dangerous, but the problem was I drafted the running back from Carolina, who got
Christian
hurt
McCaffrey
the first week. And so then I'm out a running back, and it just wasn't any fun because, well, and it's not fun for the players when they get injured either, but it really wasn't fun for me because then I didn't know who to pick up. And, so no, I'm off the hook.
All right.
Did you? You do it every year.
I do it every year, and I took the Colts place kicker. I think it's the only Colt that my son, he's really the owner.
Okay.
I just pay the money to pay for it.
So you two do it together?
Yes, he's the brains behind the outfit. He studies all the players, knows all the teams.
So did you get to pick any of the players, or did he do it all?
He asks for my input, but I always say whatever you think.
Got it.
So
who's your QB?
I got to think about that.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's Dak Prescott.
Okay.
See, it's Dak Prescott of the Cowboys is my starting quarterback. We'll see.
All right, I don't know.
Yeah, see, in our league, we got a bunch of old guys, late 50 guys. We're still.
That's not old.
No, but I'm saying that jokingly, right? All right. We like to go with Patrick Mahomes, the flashy guys, but there are some other quarterbacks. We're getting probably too deep in this here for Facebook Live. But I think there's a lot of other players that I hadn't really heard of, don't pay that close attention to, that do better statistically than the name quarterbacks.
Sure.
So, so we'll see how the team does.
Yeah, I didn't like my quarterback last year. That was part of the problem.
And, with Christian McCaffrey hurt, I
was done.
Yeah, you were done.
At the very, first week.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. He's though back, and he's been like the first-round draft pick in all the leagues.
I wouldn't waste my time on that one.
How's our weather tomorrow?
Wake up weather is nice. We'll be in the 60s tomorrow morning, near 80 at noon, mid-80s, warm, and just like today, dry the majority of the day. It'll be 7 p.m. to midnight that we track a line of showers and storms. So we'll keep you posted on those. A few damaging wind gusts north.
Angela and I are thinking of doing a fantasy football league show here on Facebook Live. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow.
Oh, gosh.
We'll break it down for you.
Don't place any bets on what we say because it would be bad.
Yeah, Colts and Seahawks at Lucas Oil Stadium, 1 o'clock kickoff on Sunday. Hoping the Colts will get a win there.
And it's Sunday.
Will they open up the roof?
You know, I think they might, unless they think mid-80s are too warm, which sometimes happens. They think just for the comfort of the players and the fans, sun angle and all that early in the season. If it's mid-80s, sometimes they keep it closed. But since it's the opener, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
What Mr. Irsay decides to do on that
It's
roof.
all up to Mr. Irsay. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you'll see us tonight on 13 News at 11. Good night.